Alrighty, everybody. So, welcome. My name is Cascade. This is my first video ever. This is probably the 17th or 18th try that I've tried to start this video, but we'll see how well this goes. I am here to embarrass myself on the wide internet and see how this goes. If you like the video, like the video. If you don't, great. If you do, great. We'll just see where this goes. Well, nothing to do other than start and try again. So, we're playing Planet Zoo. I'm way better at playing Jurassic World Evolutions 3, as you can already see, failing miserably here. This is one of my franchise zoos. What did I even call this zoo? I can't remember. Boulderpeak. We're in Boulderpeak Zoo, so let's give this a shot, see where it goes. I am going to do my best to kind of build everything too. Obviously, a lot of things we're going to have to be plain and simple until we get some money, because we only have $40,000, which is kind of crazy to me to think about having to start a zoo with only $40,000. And then obviously I can't find any animals to trade, but we can kind of get there in a minute. So, let's jump right in because, first 2 times I tried starting this, I just decided to forget my name and everything, and kind of shows you how well this is gonna go. So, alright, so we first need to get a few staff buildings down to be able to even start anything. So, as you can see, I actually preemptively already laid out where my electricity line sits with the entrance. So that's how I usually go off of these when I start making these zoos. I have not played this in a hot minute, but let's just see. So I like to kind of keep everything in a corner when I first start, is keep a little central corner with things. So we got the quarantine. We'll get ourselves a keeper hut, a research center, staff trade. That's the other thing. Staff trading, or not staff trading, a animal trade center, and a staff center. Sure, I remember my keybinds here. So that's all nice and dandy. We also need a veterinary surgery. We need a veterinary surgery, which I will place in a minute. So let's go ahead and get some staff paths in here. I like to align my stuff to the grid when I'm doing these kind of plazas. So I guess you can consider this like a how-to video, even though I'm terrible at building. So we'll see how well this goes. Alrighty, so. And then let's go and put our could put our veterinary surgery center in there. Yeah. Keybinds are way different here than in Jurassic World Evolutions, so I gotta kind of remember how those go. How close can I get? And then, since we're here, you know what? Might as well just go ahead and get the workshop. Why not? Alright, so our staff facilities are all up and running, ready to go here. And again, we'll make this all pretty later. But for right now, we're just going to leave it nice and ugly. Make sure everything's connecting here. Oh no! Really obstructed. Cool. Do I need to exit? Split from group. Split them all. Okay, maybe it doesn't want to be over there. That's okay. That's okay. We can just do it that way. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. There we go. Then the other thing about Jurassic World Evolutions 3 is that the pathing system is so nice. It doesn't make you want to throw the game out the window. So, alright, so now that we got that in store, let's see what we got for animals. Not a whole lot. So with that also being said, so we'll go ahead and start with our Nile monitor, and we'll go ahead and get our lovely peafowls. Or, as we say it everywhere else, a peacock. Let's see. So why don't we go ahead and go to... Where's it at? Let's see what he's got. Not the best males. I do like him a little bit better, but we'll hold off. So let's see what we got for our peacocks. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go to Hersupedia because I'm trying to figure out filters. Oh. That makes more sense. Like I said, I haven't played this game in a hot minute, so let's see what we got here. Got a little bit of everything. What do we want to start with? So because it is a franchise too, this means that whatever we breed and then we can put up for sale goes to other people that also play Planet Zoo. So what do we want to start with? Now, I feel like we should probably do something generally small and easy. So why don't we go to our Zoopedia instead? See what we got. Something easy brings people in. I'm not going to make a huge crazy habitat for it because we don't have a whole lot of money. We have like $25,000. So these guys are kind of fun. Why don't we go ahead and do the Chinese pangolin? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but let's see. Natural habitat. So let's just say we have 4 adults, maybe 6. So we can probably give them a 300 square meter habitat. They don't require any climbing or water or deep water requirements. Obviously, we'll give them water, but alright, you know what? Let's try that. Let's go ahead and go with that with the Chinese little armadillo thing. Let's see what we got. We got 1 male. Terrible. Maybe. Well, we probably should have thought about this better before I started all this. You know what? Let's go with the peacock, actually, because they're quick, they're easy. I like what do you see everywhere in places is peacocks. Peacocks literally everywhere. We're going to assume they're everywhere because they're nuts. We're just gonna go ahead and say maximum. Give them a 500 square foot place. Okay, cool. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and give the peacocks if I have 100 square foot thing. All right. So, and like I said, we're gonna be building things pretty much just how they are. We're just gonna build them. Let's go this way. Is that square? That is not square. Oh, there's an angle snap. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I probably miscounted that, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and we'll give it the habitat gate. Let's put it on this side here. And let's see what we got going on here. So this is a, let's see. way bigger area than they need, but that's okay because what we're going to do is a walkthrough. We're going to do a little walkthrough exhibit here. And we'll make it all nice and pretty. So this will be for our peafowls. So let's go ahead and grab those peafowls while they're still here because, and you know what? We'll also grab these guys, maybe. Let's just go ahead and do the peafowls. Indian peafowl. Cool. Tiny. We can hold out for another one while you get their habitat kind of finished up here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick while we're here. We'll rename it Indian Peafowls. Okay. Oh wow, here we go. Let's see. You know what? She's not too bad, so let's go ahead and adopt her. She's a little older, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and adopt this one too. So now we got 2 girls, we need 2 boys, and we'll kind of go from there. If you have any name suggestions, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below, and we'll go from there. So, default do. Okay. Again, still kind of like learning the basics of this because I haven't played much of this. Alrighty, so let's see. Walls. That's what I'd like. What was their height requirement again? Go back to Zoopedia, see how much height requirement they have. Grade 1 about, we'll go 4.5 boundary requirements. I mean, we can't have them running all over the habitat or all over the park, so we'll make sure that we get them nice and contained. So 4.5 meters tall, so that's pretty tall. Because we don't want them flying over anything. What do you want to do? I think what we're going to do, I'm just going to start with this here, and so let's make sure our line is vertical snap, line to water, vertical snap, that's okay. Now, I don't want to just be wooden planks. Let's go ahead and do something fun with it as well. Didn't quite think this through now, did I? But that's okay. That's right, we could make it a completely walk-through exhibit instead. So why don't we do that? Make a whole walk-through exhibit. Because that's what they're going to do, is be able to walk through it. Then we can border it with fence panel. Maybe. I guess we need to hire somebody. Do we need to hire some staff? Let's go ahead and do a caretaker. A keeper. Get a mechanic. We'll go ahead and get everybody. Security, I think. Do we need security? I don't know. We'll go ahead and get a veterinarian and an educator. We're gonna hit play. And then what we're going to do is our animals. We're going to take these guys. Can we go ahead and move to the... Haha, there we go. Now we can. And let's see if we got another male anywhere. Alright, no males yet, so we'll go ahead and do this. Yeah, this is gonna look a little janky for now, but that's okay. So they're ready to go in to their habitat. Let's go ahead and move them all. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and get everything set up. So let's go ahead and do some, while those guys are getting in there, let's go ahead and see how we can do some things. definitely let's get them some education. As soon as I can figure it out, gosh, as soon as I can figure that out. Okay, here they are. Oh, love that sound. Alright, so they're pretty happy with everything currently. They need a little bit more soil, so let's go ahead and get some. Let's go ahead and get them some more soil. Soil, just for the fun of it. Alright. Environment. So we are in a temperate area, so let's go ahead and do that. They would like some more. I guess they don't really need plants, but let's go ahead and get them some plants. Might as well. It's a big old tree, but you know what? Let's see. Nope, they don't like that tree. Got some coverage. What kind of, do they like some other plants? A light to surface. Okay, let's see. Can always get them some more enrichment. We don't have any enrichment on them, so they do need a little bit of water, so we'll go ahead and get them a water pipe here. Just go ahead and get them some water. Give them a nice big food bin. And so far, I would like to build them a hard shelter here, which we can do in a minute. So let's go ahead and... Now, we're not making any money off of this, so why don't we go ahead and get some donation bins in. If I can find the donation bins, that would be fantastic. Ha, there we go. Since they can walk in here, why don't we go ahead and get a donation bin. Let's do one here and here. Since they went in with the animals, let's go ahead and get them some hygiene stations, just that way they feel like we're taking care of them too, because no one wants to walk around after they touched a peafowl with nasty, dirty hands, correct? Correct. So let's go ahead and get that for them. And let's try the media again. Let's try doing a habitat educational board. Maybe. There we go. Uh-oh. Do a little bit of a speaker too, I guess. Let's see, we can do this guy here. Educational content. Let's see, still working on trying to figure out things here. As you can tell, I have not played this a whole lot, so go ahead and do that. Alright, so there we go. So we got our first habitat in here. Would love to do a little bit more in here, but they're not a huge fan of plants, apparently. Now the peafowls that I grew up around loved their trees. They loved the trees, they loved the plants, and they loved to poop everywhere. So I'm assuming these guys would be pooping everywhere. So with that being said, let's also add it into the workstation and kind of like go from there. Staff, we do need to make a workstation network zone. Alright, how do we do that? We're learning together, y'all. Let's do this for work zone 1. Can we name it? Edit. Let's do front. We're just gonna call it front for now. And maybe... Yes, okay, there we go. Front. Habitat 2. Yep. There we go. So we're just gonna put everyone in the front. Assign to front. There we go. Oh, we can do all that fun stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty, so let's kind of see where this takes us here. Very baseline, very basic, so yeah. We'll give this a try and go from there. So it was kind of a little bit of a whirlwind, so we'll see how well this goes. With this one, I will probably have to kind of plan ahead of time. This is just kind of like a test video, so yeah. If you guys want more, obviously let me know. This is not the best I can do. But so this is kind of a test video for my Planet Zoo. I could do a lot better than this. This makes me sad. This makes me very, very sad, honestly. Let's make sure that we actually have... it's over here. Let's make sure zoo overview. Yep, guests are paying to come in here, so that's great. Terrible cash flow. Terrible, terrible. So zoo reputation, 1 star, but we only have one animal. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see more of this. Mind you, this is kind of, again, this is more like a test run, so we'll probably be back here when I feel a little bit more confident and have it more of a game plan idea on how I want to run this. But yeah, no, so enjoyed this short little video. I hope it's short because that was a lot of work for with me just staring at this like, oh, this is not working right. This is not looking good. So, but yep, nope, this is a little test video, so let me know how it goes. If you have any names for the animals, go ahead and put them down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!